Hey Rick, this is Joel. It was great to see you the other day. Look at the difference between this first swing from the other day and the last swing. Look how much more still your body is, your upper body and your lower body, how much more still they are, how much faster the club head's going there. And how much extra work you're doing here with your torso and your upper body. And again, you're having to do all that work largely in conjunction with those arms not being extended as much as we'd like. Right? And those wrists not really working the club head like we're seeing right here. So that was the last swing. Here's the first swing. See, it's kind of, it's bad that it's up here, but look at that. Right at the end there, it gets around that line. That's why you've been able to continue to hit it farther and farther gradually as the season's going here, Rick. On the line and above it nicely here towards the top of your left shoulder there. There you go. So that looks nice. No left arm showing through the top of your left shoulder. That right there is much more powerful, as you well know, than if that club head were above the line and your arms were extended. This is much closer. Beautiful. Again, the arm sure doesn't look good there, but the path of the club head now is much, much better relative to that plane line right there, and that's why you're continually hitting it farther here through the season. There you go. Yeah. Now you take this path and you get that arm extended and those wrists working better. Feel the club head whipping through there more instead of you kind of slowing it down with that broken front arm. And things will continue to get longer and longer for you there, Rick, and more consistent. That's closer to it there. Again, watch that at full speed and look how much more smooth it looks. See, it looks more like the good players there where you're nice and still with your lower body and upper body and the club head is whipping through there. And again, that's that great feel that you've had at times here the last year or two when we've worked on it. But it does take some practice to get used to because it's so different than what you've been accustomed to for so long. Great work, Rick.
Hi, this is Joel. I'm here at Dr. Todd Elworth's office. He's one of the best chiropractors in the region. He's a TPI certified golf fitness professional. And I really want you to know about him because he can help you a lot with your golf fitness, just as he's helped my young student Taylor here in the last year or so.
Now, how we met, Taylor came into my office with back pain. What we took him through is numerous screens to find out why he had the back pain. I don't only treat back pain, but my second goal is to find out exactly why he has this problem. So we analyzed him, we find out he has some certain weaknesses, we put him on some strengthening exercises, and he's doing very well.
He's done great. He's had very little back pain, and that's mainly because he injured himself working too hard at the golf course. So he's done his exercises, he's felt great. I'm very thankful that Todd's been able to help Taylor in this great way. And I want him to help you too if you have any questions at all about your golf fitness.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlands. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment, and we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn at a certain field in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.